Hey, what's happening? Paul Ingram here with Collie Center. In today's training, we're going to be doing a little bit of staff coordination, sensitivity type of drills. So if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like training the staff, smash that thumbs up button, grab your staff, and let's train. So I don't know if you've ever seen the very first video that I've ever uploaded here on the Collie Center YouTube channel. But in that video, I explained how not everything that we show here on the YouTube channel is geared towards fighting. The channel is really just about the love of Collie and just about the love of training and the movements and the enjoyments that we get out of the practice, at least for me personally. So not everything is geared towards the functional street fighting application and stuff like that. Like me personally, I just like to train. I just love Collie. I've been doing it for over 20 years now, and I just enjoy doing it. So I like exploring all these different areas of what we can do with the weaponry. And in this particular training today, we're going to be taking a look at just some basic staff coordination, sensitivity drills, techniques. These are not fighting moves necessarily. They're not really, you know, fighting moves or whatever. Like, I would never use these in an actual fight. They're just fun to train. And sometimes you just need to have some fun, work on a little bit of that self-perfection instead of always focusing on the preservation and fighting and all that stuff. At least for me, like, I got to take a break from that stuff mentally every now and then. All right, so I got some basic kind of staff. Some people call them twirls and stuff like that. We just call them sensitivity or coordination exercises. All right, and I just want to give you our first ones that we train here, which is the figure 8 series. Very, very simple one to start off with. And you can always use these in transitions and stuff like that too. So as you're kind of transitioning from different sides, you know, of the body and things like that, or different fighting methods from the double end to the single end, right? You can use these types of movements as transitions for that. But it's really mostly just about having fun and messing around with the staff and getting some good sensitivity training on the staff. So from here, we're going to be grabbing our staff almost in the middle. You can grab it in the middle or almost in the middle, just a little bit lower, that's fine. The size staff that you're doing, I'm using a staff that is really about the short spear height, so it's about ground to plexus height. You can use a 4 foot. This one's probably about 4 foot 2 inches. You could use a 5 foot, 6 foot, doesn't really matter. You can use, I mean, you could even just use a typical 28-inch Collie stick for it. All right, but from right here, we're going to be starting off with what's called our figure 8 or a downward figure 8. So I'm going to be moving this downward to the side of my body, the right side of my body right now. And we're just creating this downward figure 8 type of motion right here. They're somewhat narrow. Okay, they're not like super wide or anything like that. It should just be kind of bypassing your shoulder. So when we come down, we're going to go into this palm down type of position. And the palm side or the thumb side is going to come right past our left shoulder. As we move to the palm up side, then the pinky side is going to come up past our shoulder. This brings the thumb side down, which is then going to come past our right shoulder. And then the pinky side is going to trill. And we just kind of keep this motion going. So you could start this off with a big motion through the shoulders, just to kind of get like the motion of it down. But what the goal is to try to make these circles smaller and get the motion more focused in the wrist. Okay. The second one is the upward figure 8. So on the upward figure 8, now our pinky side is going to be leading the movement. So we're going to start off with the staff right next to our hip. We're going to cut this motion up, almost like we're cutting with this side and we're thrusting with the pinky side. We're going to cut it up. We're going to let this rotate over, palm down, and then we're gonna cut it up on the backhand side. So if you follow our other training videos, like on our single stick, this is like an angle 3 at Collie Center, and this is like an angle 4 at Collie Center. Okay, you can again start off moving the whole arm just to kind of get used to the flow of the motion. And then gradually focus on making the motion smaller and smaller where the energy is going towards the wrist. So these are 2 figure 8s. We have the downward figure 8 and the upward figure 8. Very simple here. So we have the downward figure 8. Okay, get that down, train that solo. And then we have the upward figure 8. Okay, and get that one down, and then train that one solo. And then what we can do is we can start putting these together. These are really good drills for wrist conditioning, shoulder conditioning, starting to get the body moving together, starting to get the mind to kind of shut off and let the body take the lead. And then we can start incorporating a little bit of footwork movement, so that way we can start manipulating this staff in different ways, and we can start combining different these different movements, techniques, and things together. And this helps to really enhance the coordination. And this is a part of, especially in Collie, that is overlooked. Just kind of doing these fun type of staff spins, twirls, whatever you want to call them. Again, we just call them sensitivity drills or coordination drills or technique developments and things like that, or conditioning drills. And this is bypassed a lot of times in Filipino martial arts, because a lot of times in Collie we want to get straight to the fighting stuff. We just want to be able to hit and all that, which is totally cool and totally fine, but we are missing these particular types of exercises that develop this type of conditioning, especially in the wrists and in the shoulders, that you want. Like, you really want that type of conditioning. This is also going to help your conditioning of your overall body when it comes to your single sticks, your double sticks, your knives, your swords, and all the other areas of Collie. This is one of the advantages of working with the staff or the spear. You can do all of these with the spear as well. Let's take a look at combining the downward figure 8 and flowing it or connecting it to the upward figure 8. So we need a little bit of footwork in order to do that. So we're going to start off right here on the downward figure 8 on the right side of our body. Now we can do this turning in both directions, but I'm going to turn forward first. So as my thumb side comes over, I'm going to step left foot behind, and on my other side I am now going to be rotating in the upward figure 8. So I'm using my left foot right now to make the step, to make the transition. So to transition back into the downward figure 8, we're going to make a 180-degree step again. This time it's passing to the back side of my body, or the outside position. And as my thumb side comes around, as that palm goes up, I'm going to step forward with my left leg again, and that's going to dip it down and bring it into the downward figure 8. Okay, let's do that again nice and slow. As it comes down, I step behind with my left leg, and that brings us into the other side, 180 degrees into the upward figure 8. Right, once this comes to my back side or my outside flank position, I'm going to step forward with my left leg and make a 180-degree turn, and that brings us into the downward figure 8. You can also do this by stepping with the right foot, okay, or stepping with the left foot. All right, and we can also, obviously, we can do this facing the other way or spinning the other way, turning what we're going to call front side. All right, so we have our, we call this back side because we're turning our back away. We have our back side 180. Okay. Then we have a front side 180. And then from our downward figure eight to our upper figure eight, we can also do a front side 180. I'm gonna call it front side because our front is facing the front. Okay. And now this is my front, so I can also go backside to that side. All right. So I'm using skateboarding terminologies here: front side 180s and backside 180s. So if you ever skateboarded, then you'll probably catch on to that, or you know, kind of find it as funny as me. All right. So from here we can turn to our backside, and we can continue turning backside. Meaning we're bringing our back to the front. Bring our back to the front to where the spin is. Or we can go ahead and turn front side, facing that. And front side again, and we're facing that. And we can alternate these different directions at any time that we want. So this is a good little coordination drill, sensitivity drill, conditioning drill, and it's just our first kind of spin or twirls, whatever you want to call them. Again, here at College Center, we just call these conditioning drills, conditioning techniques. They're not really focused on fighting applications or anything like that, but they are really good for, again, conditioning the wrist, the forearms, the grip, the shoulder, you know, working some of that shoulder therapy, getting a little bit of that coordination in the footwork, and you know, getting these things to step and everything while the staff is in motion. And this does help to increase or build levels of athleticism, coordination, agility, flexibility, right? Mobility in the joints, in the shoulders, in the wrists, all that stuff. So it is important training. You don't have to do this all the time. I wouldn't say that this is like serious training. It's just fun. So if you've got like 5-10 minutes throughout the day, you're like, you know, kind of bored, or commercials are playing, or you're like, I want to just kind of go outside in the backyard, get some fresh air, just grab your staff and just work on these for a few minutes. You know, even if it's just a little bit, and it's going to help really improve your coordination tremendously. All right, that's it for this video. If you want to see some more of these, go ahead and leave me a comment below, because we actually do have quite a few of these that we train at College Center for conditioning purposes. And it's a lot of fun. It's just fun, you know, when you can kind of move it around, manipulate it and everything. It's just fun. If you want some more kind of serious staff stuff, head on over to collegecenter.com and check out our online training academy right on over there. In our area 7, that's where we got our staff, our spear, all that kinds of stuff. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Click that bell so that way you're notified for any of our new training videos that we have right here on the YouTube channel. And go back and check out our previous videos. We have almost 600 videos right here on the YouTube channel. So we have a lot of other staff videos and spear videos, long weapon videos, a lot of great training that's already here free for you here at College Center. Check out becoming a sponsor to the channel as well. You can click the join button right below this video and check out our members area and all the different perks that we have for our sponsors. We do a lot of exclusive training videos just for our sponsors, so there's a lot more videos that are here on the College Center channel, and we're putting up more videos for our sponsors. So check that out. And if it's something for you, it'd be awesome to see you on the inside of that. Otherwise, go grab your staff, go give these figure eights a try, get outside, make sure you got lots of room, some fresh air, sunshine, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time for some more collie training.